India is the first country to reach this part of the moon. And to celebrate this great technological success, National Space Day will be celebrated each year on 23rd August 2023. Chandrayaan 3 was launched at ISRO has started this mission to achieve a successful landing on the lunar surface. Vikram lander, with its Vikram lander and Pragyan rover, which performed various experiments and gathered valuable data. Its Pragyan rover was put to sleep on September 2, 2023. Can anybody tell me what is the significance of the mission Chandrayaan 3? So the significance of Chandrayaan 3 is to show India's technical capability, scientific ability and its contentment with the space exploration mission. Chandrayaan 3 will further extend India's position in the space exploration missions and will ensure our younger generation to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering and mathematics. The entire mission of Chandrayaan 3 involves over 100 women scientists and engineers who have given their efforts in the entire mission. Can you name only two of them? So two of them are Nidhi Purwal and Kalpana Kilahasti. According to my latest updates, Chandrayaan 3 had found the presence of metals like sulfur on the lunar surface. Due to the presence of sulfur on the lunar surface, our scientists have expected the presence of water in the soil. At last, I want to say, as future engineers, scientists and researchers, we have the potential to contribute to various space exploration like Chandrayaan 3. And let's take and be inspired by our scientists and contribute to the world of science and technology. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Naman. Naman.
As we are reading the topic of democracy, as we are got a few what really democracy is. Yes, it's about getting the right to vote, but that it's about getting all the democratic rights that make any person feel safeguarded and freedom in its true sense. Now, can anyone tell me that when India got democratic, we all know that India got independence on 15th August 1947. But does anyone among you knows that when India got democratic? It was the same day on 15th August 1947, India got democratic. And it was the very first item set by the makers of our constitution that India should be a democratic country after independence. They were very clear about this from the very start that India should be a democratic country. The makers of our constitution, such as Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and so on, they were very clear that they wanted India to be a democratic nation after independence. And independence or democracy is not just about getting a right to vote. All the 10 things will make a nation democratic and a democratic nation special are all the rights, such as one person, one vote, one value. Free and fair elections should be held. In fact, there are several nations throughout the world which have elections but are not called democratic. Why so? Because they do not have elections in a free and fair manner. They use dirty tricks to win the election. They use political power or muscle and money power. In fact, individual liberty is about getting all the individual rights such as freedom to move, freedom to reside anywhere, right against exploitation, etc. When we get all these rights, we get safeguarded by our government. In fact, the government is safeguarding all these rights equally. The rights you sitting here will have the same rights to be given to that person sitting over there. All the people of our nation will get the same rights with the same intensity. And that will be safeguarded by our government. If we ever feel that our rights are violated, we can go to any particular court and petition and file a petition against it. In fact, just imagine you wake up tomorrow and you realize that your personal or individual right, you will be disheartened, right? And you will be full of anger and rejoice because you are not getting rights equal to that one person. Democracy is the finest form of government available in the world nowadays. Most of the countries have switched to a democratic government Because democracy is resistance gives freedom to any particular person. Now take an oath with me that whenever you will be 18 plus and will be able to vote according to universal reference, you will cast your vote and choose your representative. It is not just about choosing your representative or casting a vote. It is about choosing the future of your nation which will be in the hands of that particular person for the next 5 years. Take an oath with me that whenever we will be 18 plus, we will cast our vote as a responsibility. It is not just a responsibility, it is a responsibility to nurture. Individual rights are not a right to create havoc or chaos. It is like a responsibility we got to nurture. It requires the citizen to be informed that what impact their actions will have on the greater canvas of society. I really hope you must have understood why democracy and individual liberty are important and why the whole world and every nation should switch to a democratic government. Thank you and have a fantastic day.
Thank you, Naman. Sneha. After Sneha, Rangina.
The word women is quite meaningful, and a female which plays an important role in our life of others. In our country, India, the women also plays an important role in politics too, as the number of female voters in India are 43.6 crore, whereas the number of male voters are 46.8 crore. So, for providing equality and for empowering women, our government has passed a bill that has women reservation. Why? But why is it important for giving them equality? Why? It is important for empowering them. So, from the last few decades, women are kept in ignorance. They are not allowed to study. They are not allowed for higher education. They are not allowed to leave home and go far away. So, that is why it is very important for giving them equality. But who and when this bill was introduced? So, the bill was introduced by the Union Minister of Law and Justice, Arjun Ram Meghwal. He introduced this bill in Parliament on 18th September, and after a debate of 11 hours, this bill was introduced in our country on 19th September. This was the 128th amendment of our Constitution. So, now we know this bill was launched for informing them. But what is the main objective of this bill? So, the main objective of this bill as it allocates the 33% of the reserved seat in the directly elected Lok Sabha and the legislative assembly. It also ensures one-third reserved seats for the women of SC and ST class groups. So, now we know that this bill was introduced for empowering women. But what is the background of this bill? So, the background is that in 1966, this bill was firstly introduced, but the government was failed to pass this bill in the parliament. In 1997, this bill was again introduced by the Indra Kumar Gupta, but he also failed in this. In 1998, current Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi has introduced this bill, but the bill was lapsed due to the dissolution of Lok Sabha. In 1999, Atal Bihari Vajpayee again planted the seed of this bill, but he also failed. In 2010, Manmohan Singh again introduced this bill, but he also failed in this. Now, in 2023, the bill was introduced by the Arjun Ram Meghwal, who is the Union Minister of Law and Justice. So, this 128th amendment of the Constitution is quite important for giving equality to the women and for empowering them. Thanks. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Sneha. Pragya. Pragany. Thank you. Sign Jyoti.
हम अपनी जान के दुश्मन को अपनी जान कहते हैं, मोहब्बत की इसी मिट्टी को हिंदुस्तान कहते हैं। परम आदरणीय निर्णायक मंडल एवं प्रबुद्ध श्रोतागण, मेरे वक्तव्य का विषय है देशभक्ति एवं राष्ट्र निर्माण। स्वतंत्रता अर्थात आजादी। आजादी का मतलब वही समझ सकता है जिसने कभी गुलामी की हो। हम सौभाग्यशाली हैं कि हमने स्वतंत्र भारत में जन्म लिया। यूं तो देशभक्ति की लौ 1857 में ही जल गई थी, जो मशाल बनकर 1947 में देश को आजाद कर गई। प्राचीन, मध्यकालीन व नवीन भारत के कुछ उदाहरणों से स्पष्ट करना चाहूंगी। जब हम फिरंगियों के फेरे में फंस गए थे, तो रंग दे बसंती चोला की एक आवाज पर टोलों के टोले उमड़ पड़ते थे और वंदे मातरम के नारों से खून में आने वाला उबाल भी अंग्रेजी शासकों की जड़ों में तूफान ला देता था। लोग मर जाते थे, मिट जाते थे, फांसी चढ़ जाते थे। यह उस समय की देशभक्ति का मानक था। उसके बाद 62, 65 और 71 के युद्धों में अपना सुहाग गवा देने वाली औरतों के क्या हालात हो जाया करते थे। ये प्यार भी भरपूर गया, मांग का सिंदूर गया, नन्हे नौनिहालों की लंगोटियां चली गई कि छोटी छोटी बेटियों की चोटियां चली गई। पिता की कमाई गई, भाई की पढ़ाई गई। ऐसा एक विस्फोट हुआ, पूरे जिस्म की बोटियां चली गई। अरे आपके लिए तो एक आदमी गया साहब, उस अभागे परिवार की तो रोटियां चली गई। इस प्रकार एक शहीद ही नहीं, उसका पूरा परिवार अपनी देशभक्ति साबित करता था। लोग मर जाते थे, मिट जाते थे, फांसी चढ़ जाते थे। यह उस समय की देशभक्ति की कसौटी थी। परंतु आज देश मर जाने को, मिट जाने को नहीं कहता। और सोचिए कि क्या इंस्टा फेसबुक की डीपी को 3 रंगों में रंग देना ही देशभक्ति है? और यदि आप कहें कि साल में 2 बार हाथ में तिरंगा पकड़ लेना ही देशभक्ति है, तो मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ कि फुटपाथ पे रहने वाला वो बच्चा ट्रैफिक की छांव में, नंगे पांव में तिरंगा हाथ में पकड़ पकड़ कर बेच रहा होता है, तो क्या आप उसे उसकी देशभक्ति कहेंगे? कदापि नहीं मान्यवर, यह उसकी देशभक्ति नहीं, उसकी पेट की भूख की शक्ति है जो उसे ऐसा करने पर मजबूर करती है। क्योंकि ना मस्जिद को जानती है, ना शिवालयों को जानती है। ये पेट की भूख है साहब, ये केवल दीवालों को जानती है। वास्तव में विचार करें तो अपने परिवार, अपने समाज और अपने देश के प्रति समर्पण का भाव है आपकी सच्ची देशभक्ति। और हर देशद्रोही के जीवन में आने वाला तूफान है आपकी सच्ची देशभक्ति। और हर देशद्रोही को यह समझ लेना चाहिए, अगर तू परिंदा है तो ये आसमान तेरा है, अगर तू दरिंदा है तो ये शमशान तेरा है। भाईचारे से रहना है तो रह इस सरजमीन पर, वरना ये कब्र ही तेरी है और ये कब्रिस्तान ही तेरा है। भारत माता की।
Mohit. After Sukhpal. Irshad. Abhishek. Aksar. Please remain in queue.